Great, guys. We're also going to make one at the end. We're going to make more than one. We could probably make up to 10. Okay, if I try to move this, is it going to be bad?
Here, I'll just give it over there. I don't think it's heavy, but I can.
It's not heavy.
Okay.
Yay! I love an emotional support podium. Okay, who in here has done a pop-by before in your life? Who does them regularly? Who would like to? Awesome. Okay, so I'm kind of going to talk to you guys about how to do it, why you should do it, who you should do it with, all that good stuff. You can see if I stand here, right? This is not where I normally stand. It's different for me. Okay, so how do I click it?
Oh, you tell me.
Next. So why do we pop by? Who likes to call on the phones all day long? Some people do it. I did it for 5 years. I don't want to do it right now. So it's really fun to get out of your office and go see clients who already know you, like you had a great experience with. You're just bringing them by a present, right? It can be a piece of paper. It can be something that you spent $50 on, right? A pop-by can really range. But why you do it is, one, it's fun. Face-to-face connection. Reconnect if it has been a while. I always get nervous when I get to one where I haven't seen them in like 6 years. It's like, how's this going to go? What do they look like?
Will I remember what they look like?
Will I remember, right? Provide value with what you give. So we'll talk about a few different things you can give for different types of value, but you just want it to be something that they don't just throw away. Get social media content. Anything you do in real estate, we have to also get content of us doing it, which is a blessing and a curse. You know, last night we were at the Ogden Grand Opening and it was awesome. And at first we had to get our social media done, right? People have to know this is happening right now. Same with pop-bys. Make them feel special. So when you're knocking on their door, I'll read you guys a text that I got because it was really nice when I got this text from someone I hadn't popped by in a long time. But I'll show you what he said. See their home again and make sure they still live there. You gotta do it. Next one. It's a sad and awkward moment if they don't. One time they had like one of those 1-800-GOT-JUNK trailers in the yard, and I just thought like, great, they're moving, I miss them, this is someone else. Turned out they had just had a fire. They weren't moving, but it was still bad. So who are you gonna do pop-bys for? So I like to do it for my SOI. I think it's less effective if you're doing it to a random lead. If you're door knocking, it's not a bad thing to do, but when I'm actually spending money on something, it's going to go to my SOI. So past clients, these guys, they already know who you are, and you've already been in the process of turning them into little referring people for you, which is the goal. And those guys, they might be in their forever home, but maybe they need an investment home. Maybe it's time for their kids to buy a home. Maybe, who knows, just their friends, family, coworkers. So you still want to pop by people who are in their forever homes. I've had a lot of clients move out of their forever homes, sometimes in like 3 years. So you never know if it's a forever home or not. Friends, family, neighbors. So, if you're a new agent, you don't have this SOI that you want to go see. Go to your friends' houses. Bring them something that just says, hey, I'm in real estate now. Look at this cool thing I did. Have them talking to their friends and family about it. And this is a sad thing, but it's true. It's easier to make a client a friend than a friend a client. Who's experienced this? Right? One of my best friends in the world sold with a builder who said, if you buy with me and if you don't use an agent, we'll sell your house for free. Wow. Yes, and my best friend did it. I don't think we talked for a year. Now everything's fine. So sometimes your clients will make really great friends too. And the other thing, you want to make sure you're focusing on your friends with outward-facing professions. Your friends who are nail techs, who are lash girls, who are hair girls. There are also male professions. Someone shout one out.
Golf pro.
There you go. CPAs, right? You want to make sure you're popping by your friends who can also help you. So I have a friend who is a dental hygienist. She would ask people, hey, how's everything going? When they have the instruments in your mouth and you're trying to talk. She would do that. Me too. I'm like, anyway, she had a stack of my business cards. And when someone would mention, hey, I'm going to be buying a house, she would give them one of my cards. So if you can find those people in your life, utilize them and give them presents for doing it. And then your niche, so spouses, coworkers, gym friends, book clubs, kids connections, volunteer work, hobby, neighborhood schools, firemen, teachers, police, whatever thing you have a connection to, make that a group that you market to and support in some way. Next one. Who knows why there's a 31 on this slide? And if you've been in my SOI class, you can't answer. Okay, if you've been in my SOI class, you can't answer.
31 touches.
You need 31 touches per year minimum to stay top of mind with your SOI. The scary part of that is minimum. That seems like a lot, right? So when you have a friend who sells without you and you say, well, they knew I was a realtor, did you connect with them at least 31 times that year? Probably not, right? You can work with your SOI in multiple different ways. Those things are usually either passive or automated, or they're active. If they're active, you're using your time and your body and you're doing it. You're making a call, you're knocking on a door, right? If it's passive or automated, it's being done for you. So if you do like boomerangs and they get mailed out every month, right? You're not going to the post office. That's just happening for you. If you do home bot, those are going to be some automated ones. But when you do a pop buy, for it to be most effective, it's active. You are using yourself to do it. Someone else can drop one by, and that's great. That's better than doing nothing, but using your own time to do it is the best way to do it. Next one. So pop buys specifically, you want to plan them before you do them. So this is like kind of my little planning cycle. So what is your goal with these pop buys? So most of the things I do, my goal is to get referrals. I want to be just living my life and someone calls me and says, hey, will you sell my house? It's been almost 10 years. This happens to me now. It's wonderful. So you have to lay the groundwork. I don't think I started laying my groundwork until like I was in the industry at least 4 or 5 years. So the earlier you do it, the better. And people will start coming to you and calling you, and then you get to do less of the active trying to get leads. So what's your goal? Introduction is like you're going to your neighbors and you're just saying, hello, I'm a realtor. I live here. Please don't sell your house without me. It physically hurts me when I see a yard sign next to my house. That's not mine, so please call me. Or listings is like I have an open house and I'm door knocking around there, and maybe you bring a little gift. So who's your audience? Past clients is the best one. I think it's the most effective one. But neighbors, maybe you make a farm area with the live farm and you're hitting that area pretty hard. That would be a good area to do too. What's your budget? It can be free. It can be a piece of paper. CMA, like a CMA packet, costs $0, right? It costs your time, maybe printing. And then my most expensive one, we can kind of pass these around so you guys don't have to come up, but my most expensive one that I did was these. So it's a branded, nice measuring tape, right? I had my husband check it. It's not a garbage one. So for these, they're probably $15 each. And then I just gave this to my VIPs. So this only went to someone who had given me a referral. So I'm not giving this to a client I haven't seen in 6 years, who've come to 0 events, who never answer my phone calls. This is my top 50, right? And it just says you can't measure how grateful I am for your referrals. So thank you. So I'll pass that around. Another expensive-ish one. So I ordered 75 water bottles for a Cowabunga Bay event. They arrived a week after the Cowabunga Bay event. It was really cool. And so I had these water bottles. And I was like, you know what? Now you're just forcing me to do a Popeye, so it's fine. So I filled them. And you said there's an Elevate person in here? Thank you for this beach ball. Thanks. So we had a bunch of beach balls for our Cowabunga Bay event. It added some color. And I was trying to find things to fill these water bottles with, and I had some left in the office. So I'm going to pass this around too. Feel free to copy any of these things. How many will you do? So when you're planning, you know, for me, I found that maximum I can do 17 in a day. I don't know why. No matter what I do, 17 is the most I can do in a day, whether they open the door or if they don't. And I'm planning it out. I'm usually doing like I-15 corridor, or I'm doing Tooele, or I'm doing Utah County. Like Shannon and I got in the car, and every Monday we did a different county in August. Yeah, the goal was to hit all the past clients by the end of summer. And yeah, so plan out how many you're going to do. And then when are you going to go? So if you go in the evening, people will probably answer more, right? But do you want to go in the evening? I don't. So you have to weigh those things out, right? Surprisingly, one week that we did it, I had every single door open in the middle of the day. Then I had one where no one opened their door. So just plan out what's best for you. Maybe a Saturday would be great, right? And then make sure that you're doing some content creation while you're doing it. So if you're going to do a boomerang video, if you're going to do a reel, a post, a story, show people that you are doing this, especially because if you have a client, like I would do it county by county. So I would say, okay, I'm doing Utah County today. And then I would have like some clients in Tooele County. Maybe they're wondering, oh, when is she going to get to Tooele? You know, so if you have your clients on your social media, it's going to help that way too. Next one. This is the lazy pop by. It's great. I'm doing it in November. So a reverse pop by, you make them come to you. So I had a dream last year where I was going.
Like a pop pie.
Yes, yes. You have to get punny with it. I love it.
We love it.
I love it.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes galore. So I was going to go county by county, and I was going to go to a Costco, buy 10 pies, go somewhere in Tooele, drop them off, go somewhere in Davis County, drop them off. Didn't happen. Sounded exhausting. So what I did do is I bought lots of pies. I put them in my office fridge. I did an email blast and said, hey, come get a free pie. I didn't have to go anywhere. Still got the email blast. I had clients come from Perry, Utah. Who knows where Perry is? It's real north. Real north. I hope. Yeah, it's almost Tremonton. You know, it's very far. And I gave them 2 pies because I was like, you guys get really far. And they're the Costco ones. They're $6. They do have a limit to how many you can buy. So bring a friend with a Costco card when you go do this.
And then go to multiple.
What's the limit?
I think it was 10.
8 or 10.
Yeah.
Because we had to make multiple stops.
If you want to see something funny, if you look on my Instagram page and you scroll back to last November, you will see the reel I made from giving out pies. If you watch that reel, well, I'll tell you guys so you don't have to watch it 20 times to catch this. You'll see Kate in the back of my trunk stacking pies and holding them in my video. But you don't see it unless you watch it a lot of times. She is just in my trunk holding the pies. Yeah, so if you want to see a fun blooper. All right, the next one, I took some of these from Jen. So, has anyone ever had a really great transaction and it closes and then they never answer you again? And you don't know why, right? So sometimes the best time to market to people is while they're under contract with you because they have to talk to you then. You're very important at that point. Then they get the house, you're less important. So a few things you can do when you go under contract to kind of keep things fun and keep things going. If you've ever done any of Kip Bates' classes, he has some really cool ideas for this too. So when you go under contract, you scored with a score bar. After due diligence, now you know everything about your house. Finance and appraisal, your home value came in great, here's $100,000. Settlement, the home's officially yours. And then a lot of people do these really cute thank you for listing with me baskets. So some of them have like cleaning supplies. I love a massage gift card. Like, hey, this is going to be stressful. Go get a massage on me. And then, oh yeah, that's all those. What is the next one? Collections and drives. So for our client appreciation events, we also like to do a charity drive with it. But even if you're not doing the client appreciation event, you can still do the drive. So, and then we do some that are just drives. I feel like we've done a lot of charity events this year. So it's a collection of money or items for some charity. It's really great if you have a connection to it or if you have someone in your life with a connection to it. So we did a diaper drive. I think we had thousands and thousands of diapers. I want to say 10,000. It was a ridiculous amount of diapers. You get to do a social media post for it. You get to do an email blast. Maybe you're calling and texting your clients. And then I'll always say, I will come pick it up at your house, drop it off at my office, or you can Venmo me money and I'll go buy whatever it is. So I've had people send me money for school supplies, then I go buy the school supplies. Or, hey, come to my house and pick up a box of diapers, then you get to see their house again, right? So all of these are going to be really great ways of connecting, but you're also doing something great for the community. And if someone is deciding between 2 realtors and one of them has been helping a different local cause every single time they look on Facebook, who do you think they're going to feel better picking? Yep, it's going to be you. So I'm very pregnant here. So this is, I love this slide. You cannot solicit referrals, but you can have a system. I have a really fun caveat with this that I learned at a CE class recently. So you're actually not allowed to do this first one, the thank you note immediately after the referral is sent with a $5 gift card. So he said, you're not legally allowed to give money before you have actually made money. But he related it to, you know how the speed limit on I-15 is 70? People who speed are laughing. And I was like, okay, I get it, right? I was like, I'm going to keep doing it, but it's my job to tell you what's technically incorrect. So I'm going to tell you that, but I'm going to keep doing this. So yeah, send a thank you note right after they get the referral. Why don't you want to wait until they close? They might not close. So how many leads have sent you, or how many clients have sent you a referral and they never answer the phone? Or it turns out their credit is a 5, or their income is a 5, like, and they just can't buy something, right? And it's not gonna happen for a long time. So I'm gonna keep talking to them about it. I have an example. So one that's closing in October for me. I started working with them 2 years ago. They were referred by some of my favorite clients ever, and it's their sister. And they got scared and they didn't buy a house, even though their credit was amazing, everything about their income was amazing. They just got scared and they didn't do it. So now the house they're buying is $150,000 more, but it's fine. It's better for me. So with them, when it went under contract, I sent them a gift card and I said, thank you so much for sending me your sister. I'm so excited to help her. And now 2 years later, they're going to get the big gift, right? But I at least had something going that whole time of, I should probably keep sending Evie referrals because those $5 gift cards. Hopefully they're just doing it because they like you. And they want their people to be set up with someone good. But so you want to keep the other party updated throughout the referral process, but you have to keep it confidential. So let's say it's an employee who referred their boss, or a boss who referred their employee. Do we want to be sharing everything the entire time? They're not super close, right? I mean, it might be, but we don't want to be sharing things the whole time. I have a group of 3 brothers who I've helped buy homes. 2 of them are normal. One's weird. The weird one is so fiercely private, he doesn't want the other 2 to have any idea what's going on with his family's life. These guys hang out every weekend. Every weekend. They go to barbecues. They all move from California separately to be together. But that one private family, if I was sharing everything, he'd be very upset. So you have to just make sure you're reading the room and you're understanding. Don't be afraid to ask, hey, so-and-so referred you. Do you mind if I keep them updated on the process? They might be a very fiercely private person and you just don't know. And then do special pop buys for your VIPs. So I like to have the VIP list. It's like 50 people out of my 200 SOI list. There's 50 people I'm going to market to more. They've probably given me a referral, or I really liked them if they didn't give me a referral. And then they make it to the list of the VIP clients. So ideas. So the washer fluid one came about because I couldn't find washer fluid anywhere. Couldn't see through my windshield at all. And I finally found it, and it was $2.50 each. And I was like, you know what? I bet other people are having this problem if I'm having this problem. So I bought like 20 of them, and I made this sticker. It says, you can see how clearly I appreciate, I don't remember. It had something about, clearly I appreciate your referrals. Okay, I got it. Just something out of the blue, because it's blue, to show you how clearly I appreciate your referrals. It doesn't work if you buy the orange one. You gotta think about this, okay? So
where did you find it?
I think it was like a Smith's at the end of the day. I went and bought more when I wanted to do Popeye. But yeah, that was a fun one to do. And then I had, do you have any peeps with real estate needs? Did you know that peeps are actually free? They're like 50 cents.
I think they are.
Basically. And if you buy them the day after Easter, they're paying you to take those things off their hands. And they will last another year because they're not really food. So peeps, I had a couple clients who loved them. I was like, I'm just doing it because they're cute and I liked the pun. Some people might eat these. Who eats peeps in here?
They have chocolate stuff ones that are really good.
Okay. I will look out.
I them this Easter and I was like overjoyed.
I will look out for those.
I think every kid does those. So
I just think they're adorable.
Yeah.
I wish they tasted better. So this was, do you have any peeps with real estate needs? So get punny with it. If you don't like,
yeah, it's funny. This funny? Something funny? Would funny you love to help?
I can't even read it. Miss Bunny would love you.
Nobody
would love
you more than me.
That's it. Yep.
Cute.
At the time I thought of this, I totally could read it. You can see my old name on there. It's been a while. So get punny with it because it's fun, but you don't have to if you hate puns. So calendar, sports schedule, if there's rivalries in Utah, none of them matter because the Gators are the best. But if you partake in those teams, do something with those teams. Conversation hearts. Marissa cares about
like my whole U.S. parents.
Sorry. So conversation hearts, let's have a conversation about real estate. Sunscreen, I'll protect you in this hot market. You can also use Protect for hand sanitizer. Ketchup, let's ketchup. So Costco in the summertime has a 3-pack of like relish, ketchup, mustard. It's under $10. Who doesn't like eventually need one? Like you're at a barbecue and you forget it or you run out of ketchup.
Nobody needs sweet relish.
Sweet relish.
It's disgusting.
I love sweet relish.
I got the peas and
You don't like
I
cheese,
love
but you like sweet relish.
I like sweet relish. So until I married Kyle, I didn't know that dill relish existed. I just thought I always bought the correct relish.
Normal,
Then it turned out I was not buying the correct relish, apparently. No, I love sweet relish as well. Sparklers and Windex, you make my business shine. And then the CMA, I don't have a pun with this, but what I've been doing is, people do this in December. So if you're usually really not busy in December, do this then. But what I do is every month, so right now we're in September, by the end of September, I'll mail anybody who closed in September a CMA packet. And it's going to have the MLS listing from when they bought their home, the newsletter that the company provides, you just print that out and put it in there, a business card, a handwritten card, a $5 gift card to somewhere, and a market analysis report. So it's just going to say, you bought your house for X, now it's worth Y. Please let me know if you've done any changes or updates in your home that I should know about that would affect the value. And then a little blurb on where the market is right now. And so I've just been mailing that out every month. You can also physically drop that off. That would be a better way to do it. All right, and the next one. So pull out your phones for this. Go to Facebook, type in pop by ideas and referrals. This is a group where you'll never have to think of a pop by again. Let's say you find something like a water bottle and you're trying to figure out what to do with it, right? You hit the magnifying glass in the top right, you search water bottle, you'll see everybody who's ever done a pop by. It's a national one, so there's like ideas from everywhere. Or you buy hand sanitizer, or you buy glow sticks for an event like this. Type in glow sticks, you'll see all the puns they already made, you'll see all the ideas they already had. They're very seasonal, so as we get into the holiday season, you're gonna see a million holiday ideas. So just join that group if you haven't, so that you don't have to keep thinking about it. Or if you ever have something and you want to think of a pun, text me. I love to think of puns for things. What if they aren't home? Take a picture Amazon style and send a text. Okay, I'm going to read you one that I got after an Amazon style picture. And this client I thought was going to think it was really creepy because he actually only bought an investment home from me and I dropped it off at the home where he lives because that was the address where I one day picked up his earnest money check and I saved it. Creepy like that. Okay, so I said, not that I could.
We should have
Ellis
looked creepy,
I
so.
couldn't figure out where he lived. He's a lawyer. I said, hi, Michael. I just stopped by to say hello and give you a little gift. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. He says, I was in Europe last week. I got your nice gift after I got home yesterday. Thank you so much. I do plan to start selling off my homes, and once I'm ready, I'll give you a call. Thank you again. That's the best text you can get with a pop by. Here is the second best text. Yes, Marissa, it's very okay to be creepy.
How did you hear that?
It's very okay.
Mom ears.
No, my mom ears are tired. My baby didn't sleep at all last night, guys. It's a nightmare. I don't know how parents do this all the time.
It doesn't last
Thank God.
Unless you have more.
I don't be able to sleep because you're wondering where the hell are at because it's 3 a.m. I mean.
Okay, I finally found it. Okay, so I dropped this off and I just said, hi, Bill. I dropped by to say hello, left you a little gift. Hope you and Pam are doing well and having a great summer. You're amazing. Hard to believe you personally came up here, but however you did it, you are still top shelf. He's very old. You are still top shelf and amazing. What do sales say my expected sales price is? There are a couple of similarly sized condos here with signs up over 30 days, which says they got the price wrong. He used to be an appraiser. He's a super cute old man. And so now we're trying to sell his Layton condo. So they work. They're just a helpful way to start a conversation. If you're not actively calling all these people all the time, go give them a present, then they have to answer your texts. Just with the social contract, they feel like they have to. So now we're going to make a few. So these are the two options. Let me tell you about them. Do you all have business cards? If you don't, staple them on later. So this one, pumpkin spice and real estate advice. Put your card, you can do however you want, right? Or put your card under it. And it's a Swiss Miss pumpkin spice flavored hot chocolate. This is an easy method, but you don't get as many glow sticks. So this one says, don't be in the dark about the market, let me light the way. And I just added to all of mine that I'm really grateful for your referrals, because I'm trying to subliminally message always that I want their referrals. This is a cool way to give one. If you want to do more glow sticks, you could do it this way.
You can pass those out at Halloween.
Why do you think we're doing it that way?
I mean, like, I have 200 trick-or-treaters at my house.
And the parents, yes, glass of wine and this. So this is like, so you can tie it with a ribbon. We have hole punchers, hole punch your card, hole punch the thing. You can do these however you want. These are just like ways to think about. So come on up. We have all of these things. That wasn't like a, no, like really, come on up. I don't know, I'm trying to make them move, Katie.
Okay, you're gonna have to like share with your table, okay?
We can do halves.
Do we have? They each need 6. Thank you so much. And
If you want to see examples, they're up here.
Everybody
can make 6 of each.
You guys can make as many as you want. We have so many.
Okay. We can make
There's 40 of the Swiss Miss. So if you're making a Swiss Miss one, just keep in mind there's 40. If you're making the glow sticks, there's 1,000,000. And the glow sticks have connectors. So you can give them a glow stick, or you can put a connector on it, and then you're giving them a bracelet. So just keep in mind to add the connector. Ribbon, everything you might need, staplers. Thank you. Do you like my pants?
I love them.
Thank you. They're the only shoes I bought.
I can't see them.
I bought those. Like,
Those are.
Abby, lift your pants. The shoes have them. I didn't even like.
Those are so cute.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't love it